Hey guys, welcome back to Hotlap. I'm your host Caleb. That's Tyler, and we're here to talk about anything and everything F1.
This is our
So,
first non-live episode, so please let us know if you don't want to watch this live, I guess. I don't know.
in the first episode where we're both clean shaven.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. That's weird.
Yeah.
That was not planned.
Yeah. So this weekend, huh? Wow.
Holy shit. There's so Oh my god, it was just fucking mayhem.
And see, I didn't even get to catch the sprints or the quali. I literally only watched the race because I was pretty indisposed the entire weekend. But man,
Bruh. So, some race, huh?
I wanted to cry.
Dude, I thought it was hilarious. I watched the race live and you were watching it pre-recorded and you were snapping me and you were like, I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to see Charles Leclerc get a podium. Like, I'm so excited for my boy Leclerc. Look, I can see his footage. And you had like his POV pulled up in like the corner, and you looked so happy. And you're like, Charles Leclerc. And in my head, I'm like, who's gonna tell him?
Who's gonna tell me?
So I'm like, who's gonna tell him? So I tried to like vaguely let you know. I'm like, yeah, let me know.
Yeah, you were like,
And
no, keep watching. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. And I'm like, something's fishy here.
oh yeah, no. I was just waiting for the moment when you found out that it was a Ferrari double DNF.
Ah! Ah! Like, ugh. But for those that did not watch the race, I forgot which lap it was, but so basically, it's Piastri, Antonelli, and Leclerc. They're kind of all lined up. Piastri tries to go for the inside line, locks up, hits Antonelli's back tire. Antonelli then hits Charles Leclerc, causing Charles Leclerc wheel to pop off and retire him out of the race. And for those that don't know, Charles Leclerc is my favorite driver. I love Charles Leclerc. And it was so sad because I had finally figured out. I had finally figured out how to, on the F1 TV app, how to put the actual race and then your driver's POV. And so I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna watch Charles Leclerc's POV while I watch the race, and then I'm like, I wanted to cry.
I was waiting. I was waiting for the light to leave your eyes. You're a Ferrari fan. This is just something that happens, okay?
And not to mention, I'm not even entirely sure why Hamilton retired. It was something having to do with the tire deg and the floor, or maybe the
the
panel
floor
under the
was like
floor.
the floor was like fucked.
Yeah.
I think there was like an accident or something on like the first lap. See, my issue is I didn't rewatch it. I woke up about like 8 minutes into the race and immediately just like put the F1 TV app on my phone and started watching from there. And we were already on like lap 3 by then, and like carnage as soon as I tune in. And I'm like, bro, what? So I had to like play catch up and see what happened. And yeah, from like the short replays I have seen, there was just sparks flying everywhere under Hamilton's car. It was crazy. I think Lance Stroll has something to do with it, but I'm not sure. I need to go back and rewatch the first few laps, the carnage. But yeah, so that led to Lewis Hamilton having a 40-second gap behind whoever was in last place ahead of him. And Ferrari just kind of said, all right, fuck it. Pit to retire. There's no winning here. Like,
Yeah, I think it was definitely it was either one of the Kick Sauber cars or one of the Aston Martin cars. And what I think happened, it's vaguely coming back to me. Something happened with the front wing of Hamilton's car. Like the front wing was completely gone, so they had to pit him to replace the front wing. And because of like the front wing went under the car when it detached, it went under the car and just fucked up the bottom panel. And so
mm,
after they pitted, then he went out and then he kept playing radio calls like, "Hey, this is unsafe. Like, the floor is fucked up. I'm not getting any grip at all. Like, this is unsafe." And so finally, I think they made the team call to be like, "Hey, come on back. Like, it's over. We don't want to risk your life just to win this race." Which there was
No, it wasn't
no
even
way.
that deep. It wasn't even that deep. They were literally just like Hamilton was lagging behind everybody because the car was just like when the floor was fucked up, it fucks up the aerodynamics of like the ground effects that it creates.
Yep.
So I mean, it wasn't even like he was not gonna die or anything like that. They didn't do that over the team radio. It was more just like box to retire, box to retire.
Yeah. But I get it, though. I get it. And, he wasn't going to score any points in that race anyway. Might as well just, hey, pack it in. We'll prepare the car for the next race for Las Vegas.
Oh, that's a big go.
Oh, boy.
Can't wait for that.
And Max's comeback. Dude.
Oh, dude. Okay, yeah. We got to talk about that before we talk about anything else, dude.
Absolute cinema.
So, what happened was during qualifying, they had a certain setup on Yuki and Max's car, and they did not like the setup. Red Bull did not like the setup that they had. So they changed it. And as you know, under park firm regulations, if you have a certain car setup in qualifying, whatever setup you have, that is the setup that you take to the race. You aren't supposed to violate it, otherwise you'll get penalized. So Yuki started in last place and Max started from the pit lane. And I single-handedly watched Max Verstappen go from the pit lane in Brazil to literally at one point during this race, he was in first position.
He was pole position.
Granted,
yeah.
He had to box at a certain point, so he did lose it, but he still managed to get to P3 in the end. And to be frankly quite honest with you, I don't know any other driver on the grid currently that can pull what he just pulled. Max Verstappen is a living fucking legend.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was about to tie Prost's record of going from the pit lane to P2, but he had to box due to tire deg. And but the good thing about it is that and I heard this from the announcers, but he lost in like Q3 or was it Q1? Basically, the first round of quali, they booted him. So
he was P16, got eliminated.
So he had a bunch of fresh softs and tires that he didn't even use because he couldn't advance in quali. So I think when they pitted him the last time, they put him on like a brand spanking new fresh set of softs, and they were like, "Dude, attack!" And he was like, "Cool, I got nothing left to lose," and just sent it. I was like,
"Yeah."
He literally said over the radio, "I've got nothing to lose," and I was like,
"That's the scariest thing to hear from a driver, dude. I swear." Yeah, no, I mean, I've never seen anything like that legendary, like watching racing so far. Like, that's very rare. When you see a driver be able to pull something like that off, like, that's insane.
And it's crazy to think that we low-key just witnessed, like, probably if people make videos like top 10 moments in F1, that's definitely going to be on there because there are very, very few drivers throughout the history of F1 that can even do that.
Dude, I'm saying Max Verstappen is probably like one of the most legendary drivers of like our time.
Yeah.
It's just insane how good he is. Like, it's ridiculous. He doesn't have as many world titles as somebody like Schumacher or Hamilton, but his skill is, I honestly believe it exceeds them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I think we need to, how long has Max Verstappen been a driver?
Well, he's been a driver since he was 3, but for F1, he started when he was 18, like freshly 18.
How old is he now?
He's like 28 now, I want to say. So it's been like 10 years, something like that.
Oh, he's got a lot of life left to give in this sport.
Oh, dude, he's got like 10, 20 more seasons left in him.
I feel like he can. I feel like if he really tries. Now, we haven't seen the new 2026 regulations, right? We'll see about that season to kind of where to go from there. But I feel like if he really does apply himself, he can exceed Hamilton and Schumacher. He can walk away with like 8 and 9 world titles if he really just sends it.
Yeah.
He's got the skill for it.
It depends on his preference. I mean, it's really like his choice at this point because he's been wanting to branch into like enduro racing.
Oh.
He did have a weekend like this year, like a month or two ago, where he did a GT3 race, and I think he won it.
He won in a
It,
Ferrari.
branded by Red Bull, but yeah, it was a Ferrari.
Yeah. I see this as an absolute win.
Speaking of Ferrari wins, even though they took this L in Brazil, they did take a giant W. This is non F1 related, but it's worth mentioning really quick. Ferrari won in WEC, which is the World Endurance Championship. So like hypercars, pretty much. I don't really keep up with it too much, but I did see on Scuderia Ferrari's page that they won both the constructors and the drivers categories in WEC. So that's kind of insane. Really big discrepancy between that team and the F1 team, dude. Like, they're doing something right there and something really wrong here. I don't know what's going on, but wow.
But, I mean,
I wasn't. In my brain, I just expect Ferrari to lose at everything, and seeing them win that, like, that's kind of insane.
I know, and hats off to them. Like they really did, for them to walk away with constructors and drivers championship for WEC, that's phenomenal. Because there are very few people on this earth that can really do that. Like, yes, F1 is a hard sport. I have the utmost respect for anybody that gets into racing over 200 miles an hour. That's crazy. But to sit there and do that for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours in an actual machine, like, yes, I know these F1 guys, they train for hours upon hours upon hours in a simulator, but they have limited time on the actual tracks throughout each season compared to WEC. Not saying that they have barely any time on the tracks, but compared to the WEC, they have limited time on the tracks. But for somebody to hop in a car and be like, yeah, I'm going to drive this thing for 8 hours. Like, damn.
Dude, no, you are cut from a different cloth if you can do endurance racing. Like, that is the type of racing that I just cannot do myself, because like you have to have, like, I don't even know what you need, like what characteristics you need as a driver to like pull that off for hours and hours and hours, performing at a high level for hours and hours and hours too. Somehow Ferrari did it though. Good for them.
Good for them.
Enzo's rolling in his grave a little bit less on the WEC side.
Right.
As far as F1 goes, though, he is like about to come out of his grave and try to fix the team. I swear to God.
Yeah, he's like, we need Nicky Lauda back.
Dude, he wouldn't even say that. He would just probably bitch at the Ferrari F1 team, probably yell at them and tell them really awful things.
You are desecrating my freaking life's work.
I can't rest in peace because of you.
Speaking of that, somebody...
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That was actually a really good segue into... So somebody... I don't know who. I don't know if anybody found out who, but somebody desecrated Bruce McLaren's headstone where he's buried. They painted it like orange or something like that, and then they stuck toy cars to it.
Yeah, it was like gold spray paint or something.
It's like a gold orange or something like that.
Yeah. In New Zealand.
That's just absolutely despicable to me. Like, that's horrible. Like...
Yeah, I'm actually wearing a McLaren shirt right now.
Hey!
Hey!
I just think that's kind of one of the lowest things you can do as a human being, is to desecrate somebody else's burial site. Like, come on. Like, let them rest.
Bruce had no hand in I don't even understand like what the motivation was to like desecrate his grave, and not just his grave, his wife's grave too.
Oh, his wife's grave
Um,
too?
yes, that's all the picture.
That's horrible.
Uh, yeah, it's awful because like it doesn't seem like there's any motive. They just like fucked it up just to fuck it up. And I don't think McLaren like publicly posted about it, or maybe they did. I saw it off like a third party Instagram page, but dude, yeah, like you know, we like to talk a lot of shit. It's a sport at the end of the day, and in any sport, we talk shit about all the other teams and the people that are involved in the sport. It's banter. It's how sports are conducted. It's supposed to be competitive, and we bust each other's balls over things.
Yeah.
There's a line though, and that line got crossed with this because this is just not okay. It's not right. Bruce McLaren had nothing to do with the papaya rules thing. He had nothing to do with Lando and Oscar. He died before they were even born. So, I mean, he has nothing to do with this. Literally, the only thing that is related to Bruce McLaren is the history behind the McLaren brand and like the name itself. Otherwise, he has nothing to do with the F1 team, their performance, and what's going on with them. And it's not right. And they are working with a third party service that like kind of restores graves that get desecrated, McLaren, like the company. So it'll get fixed, but it's still kind of just like a dude, why? Like it literally accomplished nothing. Nobody, like if you wanted your 15 minutes of fame, you could have done it in so many other ways than whatever the hell that was.
And it's like the legacy of Bruce McLaren is first and foremost a luxury car brand and a hypercar brand. That is first and foremost what McLaren's all about. Their F1 team is derivative of that. Like, yes, they have an F1 team. Yes, they make their own power units. I think they do, or they get them from Mercedes.
I get them from Mercedes. Bruce used to race Bruce started the F1 team, I believe. I could be wrong. And then he also raced for Ford. If you watch Ford versus Ferrari, they mentioned Bruce McLaren's name. He was in one of the GT40s. So McLaren's always been racing first. Yes, they do make supercars, but it's not their first priority. It kind of takes after Ferrari in the sense of like they make race cars and then race cars for the road. But McLaren has racing history first and foremost, and they are a racing brand.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
fun fact about McLaren. Oh, sorry to cut you off, but fun fact about McLaren. It is like one of the only automotive manufacturers that let you take your road car to the racetrack and they still honor the warranty for it if anything goes wrong. So I can buy a 720, or I guess it would be, I can buy a 765 LT and I can take it to Coda tomorrow and I can push that bitch to its limit. And if the engine blows up, I take it back to McLaren and they fix it for free.
That's awesome.
No,
That's actually really
Ferrari
cool.
doesn't do that. Lamborghini doesn't do that. Certainly not like Bugatti or any of these other brands. So I mean, I think that we talk a lot of shit about McLaren as like an F1 team, but like as a road car brand, they're amazing.
Oh, they're a great brand.
They're wonderful.
I think they're a great like road car brand and a great hypercar brand. And like you said earlier, like we bust each other's balls, right? I'm a Charles Leclerc fan, not a Ferrari fan, but I do root for Ferrari during the races, right?
Yeah.
90% of the time, they lose, and Tyler busts my balls for it. But I wouldn't. We're still doing a podcast together, right?
Yeah.
And in the same way, I wouldn't go up to a McLaren fan and be like, "You're a piece of shit. You fucking suck," because you like this team. No, you like who you want to like. I may bust your balls for it, but at the end of the day, we're still human beings, and desecrating another human being's grave is on the list of most despicable things you can do. Like, let them
Fucked
rest.
up. Yeah. I think it's good to set the stage, or I guess set the record straight on where we stand with this whole thing. Like, yeah, we will talk shit about all the teams on this podcast, and we will talk shit about the drivers, but we do not cross a certain line, and we don't believe that like anybody really should ever cross the line like that.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Speaking of talking shit, Bortoletto, lap one
Oh man,
on his home turf, straight into the wall. Like, you can't write this. You cannot make this up.
bro, he crashed during both races.
I know, but the race that okay, I was about to say the race that mattered because I mean, realistically, was he really going to score points in the sprint?
Probably not.
I just, I think it's so funny. I mean, granted, it sucks, right? Sucks for Bortoletto. Again, he, all the drivers besides Lance Stroll have worked to get where they are. Have worked to get where they are. And Bortoletto's no exception. He has put in the work and he's made it all the way to F1. And to crash, I think this is his first home race because this is his first season, right?
Bortoletto, yeah, in F1, yeah.
Yeah, his rookie season, his first race at home, crashes. And I know do the F2, I think the F2 use the same circuits as the F1, right? They're just in, not as powerful cars.
I think so. I don't keep up with that too, but I'm like 99% certain they kind of just follow after the F1 race. Same tracks.
I know they at least use some of the same tracks. I don't know if they use all of the same tracks, but granted, sorry, my cat. So he was in F2, so he's raced this track before, right? And I don't know about his F2 career. But his rookie season in F1 to crash in his home turf twice, you got to feel for the dude. Yeah, I will talk a lot of crap on that, but you got to feel for him. He's probably just being like, man, I didn't even get to finish a lap.
Dude, the pressure gets to you. The same thing happened to Kimi Antonelli in Italy. He fucked up. I think at both the Italian tracks, Monza and Imola. And I think honestly, it's just a pressure thing because you have the eyes of your country on you. It'd be like me or you racing at Coda. You would really you would feel pressured to perform even more than a normal race because you're like, oh my God, these are my people. They need to see me shine. And it gets in your head and it makes you overthink and makes you make mistakes because you're not focused on the race. You're focused on, there's a psychological element to it. And I think that's what happened with Gabby. Does suck though. I do feel for him. That's awful. Dude, his crash during the sprint race, I think it was clocked at a 52G crash.
Oh, man.
Dude, you could watch the replay footage, and I'll probably make a clip of this happening, but
sure.
You can literally watch this man, he hits so it's before turn one, right? Before we have that left hand sweeping down to Senna S.
Yep.
So on that straightaway, he flicks his steering wheel, and I think it was wet or something. And he lost traction, but then he hits the wall and then slides and is spinning and hits the other wall downhill a little bit, right after turn one, and his car was just Swiss cheesed, and they're saying it was a 52G crash, but he's okay.
Hey.
He's actually completely uninjured. The medical car picked him up, and they made sure he was good, and I think they took him to the hospital, but I mean, he didn't have any injuries. So, I mean, that's awesome. Just goes to show that would have, if this was the 90s, he would have been dead.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy to think. But it just shows how far we've come with F1 safety technology. And, I think it's so relieving to, have something like a 52G crash happen and the car just takes it all and you're okay. That's amazing. That was the big crash though. He had a minor crash that made him DNF during the full race. He got taken out pretty fast.
It was lap one.
But whatever that crash, it was lap one. Okay,
yeah.
So it was lap one, but it didn't seem as brutal as the crash during the sprint. That one was rough.
And I did see the crash during the sprint. I think they replayed it during the actual race when they were talking about his other crash. I didn't realize it was a part of the sprint. But as you were describing it, I was like, oh, that's right. That's the other crash I saw. Because I was like, there's no way that just happened in the real race. I just saw the crash happen. Or not the real race, but the GP. I was like, I just saw the crash happen in the GP. It literally, he just went to the wall. But yeah, I saw that second crash he had in the sprint, and that was unbelievable. I was like, oh my god, and he like flipped over, and I was like, oh my gosh. And to your point, yeah, that just shows you how far that the F1 safety standards have come since the 80s and 90s. You know, with the implementation of the halo, even like that has saved
Yeah.
so many drivers' lives.
And the Hans device saves you from whiplash, and we have all these safety things that have been developed since like the 90s, and it's just amazing. It's great. It makes us as an audience like definitely makes me relieved because I do not want to just watch some dude die on camera
Yeah.
like mid race. I'm like, bro, what? Like, I don't want that to happen. So, yeah,
It's like when the NFL redesigned all the helmets and the safety padding to prevent concussions, because concussion, like so many ex NFL stars were dying of brain illnesses because of the concussions they sustained when they were young and in their prime, and basically throwing themselves into other people. Because if you look at some of the, and I know this is completely off topic, but if you look at some of the old clips of NFL, right, back in the 80s and 90s, they're like throwing people, they're like slamming into people. People just, it's not how it is today where it's like, oh, I grab you, oh, that's holding, foul, whatever. No, these people, they will put their full like 200, 300-pound bodies into you and just slam you like it's nothing. And so many NFL Pro Bowlers were dying from brain-related illnesses because they didn't realize that concussions were as big of a factor as they were. So they spent a bunch of time researching and developing new standards of safety for NFL players, because it's a brutal sport, low key. You throw a ball and try not to get freaking pounded to the ground.
hi, welcome to the United States. This is our football.
Yeah, I mean, football. International soccer. It's not much better. Like, yeah, you can't tackle people, sure, but you can slide into people. Like, there's a lot more ankle and shin injuries, especially when someone's sliding into your ankle at like 7 miles an hour with cleats on. Just, yeah, it gets brutal.
Just goes to show, like, I guess it doesn't matter what sport it is. When you're pushing yourself to the limit and everybody else is doing the same thing, like, people gonna get hurt.
Oh, people are definitely gonna get hurt.
But I mean, as time goes on, we just get safer and safer, and it's a good thing to see.
Oh, absolutely.
We make positive changes. They don't just like people keep killing each other. Oh man. So another person that crashed during the sprint on that topic too is Piastri. I don't know what is going on with bro, but like I've been talking to you about this, and like I told you he's been too nonchalant about like winning this championship, and now he's just bottling it. Because I'm like, he's not taking this seriously enough.
He's not taking it seriously anymore.
Yeah, no, he's not taking it seriously anymore. Jacques Villeneuve has criticized Oscar Piastri just as much as I have about this whole like championship thing. And now I think it's kind of accepted within like the whole internet space of F1 that like he completely like just fumbled his chance at a championship now, because Lando's just taking it away. He went from a 1-point lead to a 24-point lead, I think now. And dude, it's just gonna get nastier and nastier, and he's probably gonna win the drivers' championship this year. And I hate to see it. I'm wearing a McLaren shirt, but I still hate to see it.
I mean, there is a chance that his engine could blow up again.
I don't want to hear this coming from a Tifosi. You guys are delusional.
There's a chance his engine could blow up again, and then Verstappen just takes it. I still have money on this. I haven't pulled my money out.
You probably should.
It was 25. It was $25.
Down the drain is what it is.
Listen, there's a 50% chance in life, all right? Either it happens or it doesn't happen. And those are the best odds
in
I've
your
ever had.
case, in your case, it's like a 99% chance it's not going to happen.
No. It either happens or it doesn't happen.
Yeah, but this is bigger.
uh,
Um, yeah, I don't know what his problem was because he crashed during the sprint, and then he locked up on turn one next to Kimi and Shaw, and that's what made Charles Leclerc DNF. Um,
yeah, for
some people try
once,
to blame it on Kimi, but I don't see that
I was quick to
because he
blame it
got
on
you can see
Kimmy,
the
and then I actually looked at the footage and I was like, oh no, it's totally Piastri's fault. Like,
yeah,
absolutely.
one of the reporters, like I forget her name, but like there was like a post race debrief on the F1 TV app, and one of like the ladies was like talking about like how she kind of thought like it was Kimmy's fault. I'm like, you are stupid. Um, you can clearly see that Piastri locks up his brakes because they're going into turn one, and he is on the inside. And on that Senna S of turn one, like I'd prefer to, I don't know, maybe not be on the leftmost side of that.
Yeah.
He locks up, love taps Kimmy, Kimmy taps Charles. It's like a domino effect. Kimmy didn't really have anything to do with it, and Charles DNF'd, and Piastri didn't even get a podium. Dude, I don't really know where he finished, but it wasn't anywhere mentionable. So
P5 or P6, I think.
yeah, so he's still in the points, but I mean, Lando's just gaining on him.
Yeah. I mean, for once, it wasn't a case of the Al Mercedes F1 team. But
This was
speaking of that,
actually,
your boy
oh yeah,
Kimmy
Kimmy,
first
grande Kimmy.
what was his first podium of his career? No.
No, it's not his first podium. He got his first podium in Canada.
Oh, but his
He
first
got
time getting
P3.
it's his first time getting P2.
Yes, this is his best career finish. Dude, I swear to God, he channeled Senna's energy. I know he didn't win, but he got damn close. Dude, Kimi Antonelli just the whole weekend twos. Um, qualifying, he got P2. The sprint qualifying, he got P2.
Mm-hmm.
Sprint race P2, and then the race P2. So 4 separate second positions,
Yeah.
4 separate podiums. I guess you could technically only classify like the sprint and the actual race as like podiums, but dude, still, he really turned the magic on. I don't know where it came from. He did better than his teammate George Russell, who's a veteran F1 driver, and they're in the same machinery. And I'm like, dude, what? This is his first year in F1 too,
Yeah.
and he's been having some trouble. He DNF'd a lot this year, but now he's kind of, I think Mercedes put him on like a better path to like, I don't know, perform better. And dude, as soon as he touched Senna's grave, he understood it. He understood it now. And
He's like, I get it now.
I get it now. Yeah, no. It's weird too because George Russell was having like a lot of problems and he was complaining, and like it stresses me out as a Mercedes fan to hear him complaining because I'm like, oh my god.
If the
But
veteran's complaining, there's no hope.
dude, Kimmy just turned the magic on, regardless of what like George was having issues with. He was having issues with the soft tires. Didn't matter to Kimmy. I mean, he made it happen, dude. It's weird too because nothing really built up to this. Like he hasn't really had a podium in a while, and I mean he usually scores in the points or something, like top 10, maybe like a little bit outside top 10 sometimes, but usually like top 10. And you had to see him just like get P2 in Brazil, like out of nowhere, like kind of crazy. I'm really happy though because like I feel like this is just the start. I mean, um, all things considered, I mean, he's in a really good machine. Mercedes is going to have a great machine next year, and I think it's only up from here. And I think Kimi Antonelli, we're looking at another like world champion on our hands. Like,
Oh
let him
yeah.
cook, give it time. I really think Kimi Antonelli's going places.
I agree with that. Kimmy definitely has like he's definitely got the potential for sure, especially as a rookie on your rookie season to get P2 in any race is phenomenal. Absolutely. No, because you go out there, no one's going to expect you to win a GP. No one's going to expect you to even get a podium. They're just going to expect you to at least pull points, and then let their veteran driver kind of take care of the rest. But for him to kind of step up like he did in this weekend, phenomenal. I see
Oh
a
yeah.
bright future ahead for Kimi Antonelli. I really do. Another person I also see a bright future for is Ollie Behrman. And I know he's kind of a middle pack team, right? But that man was pretty consistently like this whole race, top 10. And he did spend some time like in the middle of top 10, not just 10th, but like I think he finished P6 or P5, something like that. He finished right around where Piastri finished, which for him to be in a Haas machine, which is consistently low, like back marker / middle pack, and not even just this race, but the last few races, he's actually been doing pretty well. And I said this last episode, I just think he needs a better machine. I really do.
Yeah.
I think he can work wonders if he has a better machine. And so I think he's going to be on my list of drivers that I support going forward.
Oh yeah. Part of me almost was about to say that like Ferrari could be picking him up soon, but
Yeah.
as far as I know, I don't necessarily think they are going to be picking him up anytime soon. Hamilton said something recently in like an interview about his contract length, and apparently it's pretty long. He didn't go into specifics on how long his contract was, but I think at least for like the next 2 to 3 years, he's like locked in with Ferrari. He must have signed like a multi-year contract with them, so he's in it for the long haul. And I didn't realize that. I thought that he was kind of going like with like a Mercedes style contract where it was like maybe like a 2-1 or like a 1-2, but or like a 1-1, but no, it's like several years. So with that in mind, I know Charles Leclerc is not going anywhere either. So
Absolutely not.
Ferrari's locked in with these two guys right now. And I was wanting to say that Ollie Behrman would be going to Ferrari probably when Hamilton's out of the way, but that's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
Because once this development, when Hamilton revealed this to us, now I'm like, okay, yeah, like if Ollie wants a better machine, he's got to go to a different team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Has VCarb have they revealed who their drivers are for next year?
Nope. Still not. It's just the Red Bull teams that are like lagging behind as far as contracts are going. They're the last people that haven't like officially finished signing their drivers. Even Alpine finished before Brazil, and it's like, what?
What is there to discuss?
Yeah, I don't know what Red Bull and VCarb's problems are, but and Ollie has a confirmed seat for Haas next year also. So
oh, okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, if you look on F1's Instagram page, you can see everybody who's confirmed for 2026, and yeah, Ollie and Ocon are confirmed for next year, and with Haas.
I mean, the Haas machine could suddenly just be really good next year, and then that might give Behrman the kind of the fighting chance he needs to be able to, maybe walk away with a few podiums and maybe walk away with a GP. So
Tifosi-lations.
Tifosi-lations? I'm not even a real Tifosi. I just really like Charles Leclerc. I'm not even a real Tifosi. I'm sorry, everyone.
Dude, no, I think in one of our episodes you said that you were a Tifosi, and I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna clip that.
I think I said
got
something.
receipts.
I think I said something about maybe not me being a Tifosi, but like, oh, the Tifosi in me or something like that.
I'm gonna find it.
We'll
I'm gonna
see.
look and I'm gonna find it.
That might have been episode 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's like episode 1 or 2. But I'm gonna find that and I'm going to clip it, and I'm gonna catch you in 4K saying that you're a Tifosi.
No. I mean,
yeah.
it's fair. I mean, if I was a Tifosi, it wouldn't be rough. It wouldn't be that much of a departure from other sports I root for. I'm a Mavs fan. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So this is pretty in line. If anybody that knows anything about basketball or football, you'll know exactly how in line this is.
You're delusional, is what you are. I just know because you're a Ferrari fan that you're just delusional.
No, I'm a Charles Leclerc fan. I'm not a Ferrari fan.
I read the
Whose number is that? Whose number is that?
Who they signed with?
Whose number is that?
Who they signed with?
Whose number is that?
Just a back and forth, I swear to God, dude.
Good times.
You know, the worst part is, like, I want to see Ferrari exceed. Like, not exceed. Succeed. I want to see Ferrari exceed. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, dude, what the hell? I want to see Ferrari succeed. But something, like, I don't want to go too far into this because we've already talked about this, but, like,
yeah,
something's got to give with those guys. They need to step it up because they can prove as a brand that they can race and be winners. WEC drivers and constructor championships prove that they can be winners. So we just need to fix what's going on with F1 and they can be successful. And I'd like to see them succeed. I like Leclerc. I like Hamilton, but
yeah,
as of right now, they suck.
I mean, yeah, I said this last episode. I think Hamilton is kind of past his prime, just like how Fernando Alonso is kind of past his prime. And I know that's kind of a hot take. I know people are going to be like, "No, Fernando Alonso still has a chance. He's got the talent. He's got the listen. I want you to look at me in the eyes and listen. He's past his prime. Okay, I'm sorry, but he's past his prime.
He's past his prime."
I mean, because I'm gonna look up how long he's been racing and how old he is.
Too damn long, too old.
Fernando Alonso.
Those are the results you can find.
Fernando Alonso is, oh wow, he's not as old as I thought he was. He's 44 years old, driving a car that goes over 200 miles an hour. How long has Fernando Alonso been racing?
Since we were in diapers.
From 2001.
Yeah.
He's been racing for 24 years at this point.
I was in a diaper.
So was I. And he only has 2 world championships to show for it. I mean,
yeah. Well, I agree with you there. He's a well-rounded driver because he has like several different like championship wins across like different flavors of racing.
And I forgot about I forgot to mention that. Absolutely, yes.
But Fernando, like all this time, and you think he would have won something, another championship. Fucking hell, he hasn't won or gotten on the podium a single time this year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the point. What is the point of having you here, dude? Like, I don't understand why people are such big fans of Fernando Alonso either. I don't know where it comes from. I don't care for him. I don't. I mean, he seems chill. He seems like a cool guy. I mean, I don't really hate him, but I just don't get where all this hype comes from because I'm just like, bro, what? Like, he's mid. He's mid. Rookies do better than this guy. He's mid.
That's what I think. Like, he had it. He had a shot. He won his couple championships, but ever since then, he's just, past his prime. Time to, enjoy retirement. Go get some brand deals somewhere. Go invest in the stock market. Just, it's time. It's time to hang up the cat. Hang up the hat. Sorry, I'm fostering a cat right now. But hang up the hat.
We got some unks in F1 right now. And I love Lewis Hamilton so much. But he's in the same. They were teammates with McLaren.
They were. And Hamilton looks like he could be like 28.
Yeah, he does look young. He looks good for his age.
He looks really young. He looks. I mean, you know what they said? Never mind.
Fernando looks like he's in his 30s too. Like he doesn't look bad. They don't look bad, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
guys,
How old
you're
is
not
he?
winning. Not even getting podiums.
Let's see. Oh, dang. Lewis Hamilton's 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Yeah, he looks like he could be 28.
He's an unk.
Well, then again, when he was like 22, he looked like he was like 18.
Dude, I don't know. His aging is like really weird because like, when he was younger, he kind of looked like old. Like it looked like he was balding or something.
I mean,
And
yeah, it's because he kept his head shaved and didn't have his beard or anything.
no, but he actually looked like he was balding.
You think he got hair transplants with the F1 money? You think he got hair transplants?
I think he did, low key. I think he did.
Lewis
Like,
Hamilton
no
hair
F1
transplant
money.
conspiracy theory.
Dude, I'm telling you, like F1 fan wants to like talk about this right now, and I know it's so dumb, but like, dude, Lewis Hamilton, I swear to God, if you look at him from like the early 2000s when he was like with McLaren, for example, like he looks bald, and not just like shaved head bald. Like I'm missing a chunk of my hair bald.
No.
And like
way.
he has the dreadlocks. He has the dreadlocks now, and he looks sick as hell. Like I fuck with the dreadlocks so hard.
Me too. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know.
All right, Lewis Hamilton, McLaren. Let's see. Oh. Oh.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? He like he looked older when he was younger, and now he's older.
What?
Looks younger. He looks bald.
What? Oh my god. look.
Me now.
He's just bald. Man, I mean, I had like an image in my mind of what he looked like, but now I'm seeing it, like actually looking at it, I'm like, oh.
Like that was him when he was young, like in his 20s.
Yeah, now he's 40.
Somehow looks younger. I don't know what the deal is with that.
It's the adrenochrome and the hair transplants.
Ah, yeah, the adrenochrome. You're right.
That's some deep conspiracy theory shit right there. That's elite ball knowledge for conspiracy theorists.
Oh yeah, I know, for real. You have to have a certified tinfoil hat to know that one.
Right.
All right, so this week's not race week. Next week's race week, and guess where we're going?
Vegas.
We're going to Vegas.
Oh, not we, just him, but we
I'm going to Vegas.
But we as a podcast will be there. And don't you guys worry, we will record an episode out there, and Tyler's gonna be putting stuff all over the Instagram about his time in Vegas. I'm super excited for him. I'm super jealous, honestly, low key.
Dude, I planned this shit almost like a year in advance.
Yeah, I was supposed to go, but I couldn't make it.
Real, yeah. What pissed me off too is like tickets were like really cheap at like the beginning of the year, and then like pretty much as soon as tickets like went out for like sale, they got real expensive real fast.
Dang.
Yeah. You have to be on it to get those tickets. I don't know like how much longer the Las Vegas Grand Prix is going to go on for. I think at least for another like 5 or 6 years at least.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that you really like have to jump. It's a domestic race and it gets really expensive still. Like you have to jump on it.
I think we were talking about it. I was looking at seats like this early. Like it wasn't even. It was before the Brazil GP. It might have been as early as Singapore. I think it was like as early as Singapore. I was looking into it. We were on the call. I was like, dude, these tickets are like $500, like $560 for I think it was turn 1. I was like, damn, Oof.
for the day.
No, for the weekend.
Oh, it's not bad.
Oh wait, no.
Well,
It was 560 for like the standing room right near turn one, like not even the bleachers, the actual like where you stand.
oh, for Coda, right?
For Coda, that's what I was looking for, not Las Vegas. I was looking at for Coda. Yeah.
Dude, Coda is somewhat affordable too. Don't even get me started on Vegas. Like the cheapest sitting seat I found in the grandstands was $800
Oh
for a
my
3 day pass.
gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty, pretty gnarly.
Yeah. Oof.
I paid $400 for the 3 day pass, standing room only at Caesar's Palace, and it's trackside. And we're gonna see how it goes. Like I said a couple episodes ago, I'm going to put Caesar's Palace on blast if this sucks. Like that is absolutely happening right now. Um, yeah, no, I don't understand why domestic races are so expensive. I don't understand. I think this is just like a topic I want to randomly bring up, just like a food for thought thing. But like, I don't understand why the barrier to get in and watch the sport live is so high up. It's like kind of elitist. That's racing. It's always been racing. It's been like this elitist thing. But I don't know. I feel like it should be cheaper because you go to like a baseball game or something, and it's how much?
Definitely not that much. I mean, when we were in the middle of a recession, my mom paid for tickets to a Texas Rangers game, and we were skirting the line of like skirting the poverty line. We were like lower middle class, and she still somehow saved up the money and afforded tickets for me, my stepdad, both of my sisters, and then my two stepbrothers. No, one of my sisters wasn't there, but me, my stepdad, her, my sister, and my two stepbrothers. 6 tickets. Still afforded it. I think her and my stepdad might have gone halvesies on it or whatever, but still, in the middle of a recession, was still able to afford tickets to a pretty well known baseball team.
If you had to guess, how much do you think like that would be
Oh, easily
in today's
a couple
money?
hundred. Oh, in today's money, God, I'd probably say because I don't know how expensive the tickets were to begin with. We were up in the nosebleeds though, so I would say probably at least a couple hundred
Yeah.
for 3 tickets. At least like probably 300.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. Maybe I don't know. This is the only sport I keep up with, so I look at these ticket prices for F1 events, and I'm just like,
I mean, tickets at
why?
the tickets at the AT&T Stadium weren't that expensive. Like 2 seats is like $145 depending on where you sit, and that's not even nosebleeds. That's like mid.
See, that's not bad.
Hell, my concert tickets to see 21 Pilots, which is one of the biggest bands in the world. Hot take, I know, but still, you can't deny they are one of the biggest bands in the world at this point. I went and saw them in 2022. I was not even in the nosebleeds. I was like middle. I was in like the arena, right? I was in like the middle of the stands, and even those tickets for me and the person I went with was like 250.
250. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not
So
bad.
I think the elitism of F1 is definitely like shown through not only like the ticket prices, but kind of the people you meet. Because I've heard horror stories about people that are just like pushing, shoving, and looking down on you because they're like, "Oh, I'm so happy to be here." They're like, "Oh, you know."
Mhm. Yeah, there's snobs. There's a lot of snobs in this kind of sport, and hate to see it. I want to see racing become more of like an accessible thing and more of like a thing that is cheaper because they make so much money, especially now.
Oh
They
yeah.
have deals with so many brands, and they have so many like F1 itself as a brand makes so much money already, and it's like, okay, what if we just made ticket prices cheaper and I don't know, took, God forbid, we, I don't know, cut the CEOs and the presidents and the COO salaries just a little bit so we can make it more affordable. I don't know. maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like it'd be very doable to make F1 more accessible to see live as a new fan, or as like, just like a middle class fan,
Yeah.
But what do I know?
What do I know? I'm just a poor boy from Texas. What do I know?
Oh, I don't know. Because like they make so much money from merchandise and fucking toys and Legos and
Not Williams though.
outfits and apparel, and not Williams. Yeah, no, but even that Williams has their own merch,
They
but they
do.
don't make any cars or anything. But
They don't sell fizzy drinks.
they don't sell cars. I don't know. That's kind of just like a tangent. I just felt the need to go on, but I really think that like it shouldn't matter where you go. F1 should be more affordable.
Yeah, and it not only does it I mean, the actual sport and to run the teams and stuff costs a lot of money, but it also brings in a lot of money for the local, like the hotels, the restaurants. People fly out, they stay there. People make a weekend of it. Really, like they'll stay there for the full 3 days. They'll go eat at restaurants. They'll go check out the local scenery if they've never been to that place before. Right? Like if I was to go to the British GP, go to Sao Paulo, I'd be hitting the town every night after the race. I'd be like, hell, like let's do this. Let's experience another country. And so, I know it not only do they make a lot of money, but they bring in a lot of money for the local community. So I don't know. I'm kind of I see why it's so expensive, but at the same time, I wish it wasn't so expensive.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a solution. I know there's a solution because if there's a will, there's a way.
Yep.
Um, every team has its own individual set of sponsors that sponsor it to go racing. So I mean, it's not like they're relying on the F1 as a brand's income
Yeah.
to support them and the prize money because they take care of that themselves to be in the sport. So the teams are self-sustainable. Um, they get prize money and they get bonuses and there's like a prize pool. But I mean, I don't know. I think we should be able to bring in more fans. That's just my hot take.
Yep. And I know a lot of people that are not into F1. That why would I get into F1? It's just watching cars drive around. I'm like, it's so much more than that though. Like if you get into it, learn the technicalities and learn how much of a feat these people actually accomplish on a, you know, semi-weekly basis, right? On a race weekend, the amount of work that goes into being able to navigate that track and win races, get podiums. It's interesting to me. And I feel like if you're not interested in it, you won't enjoy it. Because to an average guy, watching cars go around a track, you're like, oh, okay, is this it? But for me and you, I'm like glued to the screen. I'm like, oh, he took the inside line. Oh.
Yeah. Well, the issue is people that like I had a former coworker make that comment to me, and I kind of like laughed it off, but like so many people have that stance on racing in general where they just think it's cars going around in a circle and really just pushes my buttons because it's like that's not it at all. Like on its most fundamental basic function, yes, but there's so much more that goes into it and there's so many layers to racing and especially Formula One, that to just say that they go in circles is uneducated and frankly it's a stupid thing to say to me or just anybody. It's fundamentally the same thing as saying music's just sound,
Yeah.
or movies are just a big ad, like
Yeah.
that's not it at all. But you that's the argument that you're trying to make to me when you say that like racing is just going around in a circle. It's like that's not it at all.
And it's like I'll talk shit on NASCAR racing, right? But at the end of the day, I enjoy some NASCAR here and there, you know. And there was a local racetrack over by the place I'm at right now. There's a local racetrack where they have races, and it's literally just like a circular track. But I went there, I had a great time. I was like, man, this is fun, you know. And so yeah, I will talk a little bit of crap on NASCAR racing because I don't find it personally as exciting as F1, but at the end of the day, it's still racing and it is still enjoyable to me. And I think that when people say, "Oh, it's just cars going around in a circle," that's not really that enjoyable. Yeah, it's because you don't really have the interest in it, and that's totally fine. You
Yeah.
can like what you want to like, but don't try to trash talk someone else's pastime without even trying to get into it first.
Yeah, I like to suck my shit about other types of racing. Don't get me wrong; it's funny. The
Yeah,
keyboard warrior, I think so, but I think it's funny. Um, but truthfully, like all types of racing are respectable, and even things like NASCAR, like you can't put me in a NASCAR car and expect me to perform at the level that these guys do. It's just not going to happen.
absolutely.
Like there is a level of skill and talent that these guys have, and you got to respect it. And even if the NASCAR tracks seem to just be like a little pill or a circle, like I mean, you'd be surprised what it takes to finish a race there.
Yeah, I mean, there's still tons of dive bombing. There's still tons of like slipstreaming, and then what's the word I'm thinking? Slingshotting. Right. That's a couple. Those are the couple terms that I learned while watching NASCAR. I mean, watching NASCAR growing up. That now they say, "Oh, slipstream, dirty air." Oh, I know what that is. And
Hmm.
so, yeah, I just, yeah, I think it's kind of moronic to talk trash about someone's pastime without even trying to get into it first. But I
Yeah,
get it.
without even trying to stand it and just making like an assumption about it.
Yep.
But
But I get it. You like
it's
what you want to
whatever.
like, and it's whatever.
You can just be wrong. It's okay. It's okay to be
It's
wrong.
okay to have a wrong opinion.
Yeah, yeah, like you're wrong, and that's okay. It's all right.
All right.
I'm gonna go watch this F1 race now and have fun. Unlike you, who doesn't have fun.
Well, you got anything else?
Yeah, let's talk about Vegas because we like touched Vegas, but then I kind of went into like a little ranty rant. But
Vegas.
Vegas. So I'm really excited. It's not race week this week. It will be race week next weekend though. Very excited for it. George Russell won, my goat, by the way, George Russell. He won last year's Vegas Grand Prix. This year, not so sure. I don't necessarily think he's going to secure it. Lando lately, especially like the past couple of races, he's just been dominating. But then before that, it was Verstappen, and it's kind of hard to gauge where this is going to go. This is a street circuit. Things kind of play out a little bit different on street circuits. It is like a more high speed track, and we've seen McLaren and Ferrari exceed a lot of the other cars as far as pace goes on straightaways. Like we saw that in Mexico, for example. Even at low elevation, they had really good pace compared to everybody else. So when we take these things into account, I think as far as my predictions for Vegas go, I can see Charles Leclerc being on the podium. I can see Lando and definitely Max. Those are my three predictions, the usual suspects. Maybe wild card, we see one of the Mercedes get in the podium. That'd be really cool. As a Mercedes fan, I'm always rooting for them, but I think that's where it's going to go because we saw this. I saw this broken down for me on the F1 TV app. I forget his name, but like you could see by like their telemetry that specifically on like high speed straights that McLaren and Ferrari were doing better than the rest of the cars on the grid. So given that this is a high speed track and it's not as high up as Mexico, so the cars should all generally perform better. Like I said, we always don't want to see where it goes. It's always hard to predict until qualifying. Until qualifying happens, we really don't know. It's kind of just up in the air. Could be anybody's game. But that those are my predictions. And I think, dude, it's getting close. We have 3 races left. We have Vegas, we have Qatar, we have Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a champion soon. And I think if Lando wins this race,
Then it's over.
I don't know. I don't know if he's like so far ahead in points. If he will be so far ahead in points that nobody can touch him. But within like the next 2 races, we're gonna have a champion, a world champion. So,
Yeah.
it's it's about to be the book's about to be closed within the next month or so. So yeah, I think if Lando wins, they might make him world champion, and I could be like painfully wrong about that. Maybe there's still a chance to get points for somebody to like catch up and get points and beat him still, but I mean it's like getting really close.
Ferrari won 2 at Vegas. Ferrari won 2 at
Ferrari,
Vegas.
Ferrari double DNF in Vegas.
You take that back right now. You take that back.
You can't undo the past, Caleb. Yeah, hopefully one of the Ferraris just kind of like hits air and just takes me out. Sorry, what?
You know what? If Ferrari double DNFs, I hope McLaren double DNF. Or no, I'm sorry. I hope Mercedes double DNFs. We all hope McLaren double DNFs, but
Yeah. I wore the enemy team shirt today, so I faked you out.
no!
Yeah. Mercedes a weird pace.
Yeah.
They do good on so George won Canada, but he kind of won Canada because Lando bottled both the McLaren's race. That race they both DNF'd, I think. And that's what got Kimi the P3 in Canada. And George won Singapore. I don't know where that pace came from. He didn't even know where that pace came from.
I remember that. He's like, whoa. Wow.
I think he was sick too during that like weekend.
He was that weekend he was sick, and during the GP he was getting over it, but he was still like, you could kind of hear it in his voice. He was still kind of sick.
Crazy that he won that sick. But
Yeah.
Those particular races are pretty high speed. Canada, you have some pretty long sweeping straights. Singapore, you have some pretty good straights too. Singapore, somewhat like Monaco, you don't have a lot of room to overtake. So it's pretty much like what you qualify is what you get.
Yeah.
Vegas, there is room to overtake. So, but it is high speed. So we could see something similar to Canada results where we see George Russell on the podium. We just don't know. But I think we're going to see some usual suspects on the podium for Vegas. That's my prediction. And I'll be pleasantly surprised if I'm wrong, but I think, that's where I think it's going.
If I had to make a realistic prediction, right, I could definitely see Verstappen getting on podium, possibly winning, but I could see him getting on podium for sure. But at the end of the day, if Lando doesn't bottle it, Lando's getting a podium, possibly winning the race for sure. And Verstappen either in P2, P3, and then my third podium, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, really. I want to say Mercedes, but with the way George Russell has been performing recently, if Kimi can't seal the deal, then we could see another wild card, like another Sainz podium.
Mm.
Just as an example, we could see another wild card podium like that, which would be actually pretty insane. Like
it's always fun to see them.
Nico Hulkenberg getting his first podium this season. Sainz getting his first podium with Williams this season, right? We could just see another wild card, which would be awesome. I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of my predictions on that.
We'll see. I'm super excited. It's my first in-person F1 race. And I will be posting my clips. Might not be like podcast clips, but I'll be posting any F1 footage I get. I will be posting that on the podcast channel. So you guys look out for that. I'm excited.
Well, I'm jealous, but I'm also excited for you. I know you're going to have a great time.
Hell yeah. We're going to Coda next year, dude. So don't feel jealous for too long.
Yeah, that's true. We are going to Coda next year. That's for sure.
My old stomping grounds.
Yeah. You took your bike there once.
Dude, no, it's my old stomping ground. Shut up.
Oh, yeah, I remember this turn well.
I learned what a line was on that track day. I didn't even know what a line was. I had no experience.
The Suzuki S's, my old arch nemesis.
The Suzuka S's, bro. Oh my god.
Suzuka S's.
Imagine having no track experience and trying to like maneuver through that was hell. And plus, on a motorcycle, you have to lean off the bike and you have to have like really good form for it to like handle how you want it to. And I didn't know how to do that either. So it was a learning experience for sure.
Yeah. Ever since looking into it, I have a newfound respect for MotoGP. Those guys are insane. You have a rocket strapped in between your legs. Not even strapped. You're holding on to it. You're not strapped in.
Maybe we could make a MotoGP segment of our podcast because, man, that's like the F1 of motorcycles, dude.
Yeah, I'm down for that. But if you got nothing else, this has been Hotlap with Caleb and Tyler. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, there won't be a stream this weekend because Tyler has plans. So, but we did record this video for you guys. This will be up at the regular channel at the regular time. So,
yeah, we were committed to making sure that this podcast still got out on time. So, yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.